이어서 잉글리시 뉴스가 방송됩니다.
제주의 꿈 함께 만들어 가요. KCTV 제주방송.
Welcome back to KCTV English News. I'm Hee-jung Lee. The reconstruction of Ido Jugong Apartment Complex 2 and 3 have finally received final approval from the Jeju City Municipal Office. The Jeju City Municipal Office has authorized the implementation plan of the reconstruction project submitted by the Housing Reconstruction Association of Ido Jugong Apartment Complex 2 and 3, and Jeju City announced its authorization. The reconstruction project has been approved 8 years after initiating the project in 2014. The reconstruction project will expand its 34-year-old apartment complex to 14 floors, with 3 floors in the basement and 13 buildings with a total of 871 households. A subsidized taxi system serving the elderly was introduced 4 years ago in Jeju. Some taxi drivers have taken advantage of the provincial subsidy money by overcharging the elderly. Mike Laidman reports.
A subsidized taxi system meant to help the elderly was introduced in rural areas in Jeju in 2018. Welfare cards, which are a credit-style electronic card, were distributed to Jeju residents aged 70 and over living in rural areas to help them pay for taxi fares. Subsidies for taxi drivers were provided by the government at up to 7,000 won per ride. Those who qualify for the program, called Happy Taxi, are able to use it up to 24 times per year. While the service was first introduced in rural areas where public transportation was not easily accessible, it was expanded in 2019 to cover the entirety of Jeju Island, thanks in part to positive feedback from those using the service. But many of the drivers in the Happy Taxi program were found to have inflated their fares in order to receive higher subsidies. The Jeju Audit and Inspection Commission analyzed 447,000 transactions covering the last 3 years from 34 taxi companies who were a part of the program. 6.63% of these, roughly 29,000 total transactions, were found to have been overcharged fares. Another 69,000, or 14%, revealed that drivers had run routes without using their fare meters. But the passengers didn't really care about being overcharged, if they even noticed, as they weren't the ones paying. The commission concluded that the subsidized taxi companies stole a total of 75 million won. The provincial office is planning to retrieve these subsidies from the 34 taxi companies. The province will also impose fines on taxi drivers and suspend business operations up to the maximum allowed period as set by law.
보조금을 환수하고 은행자에 대해서 은수자에서는 택시발전법 위반에 따라 가지고 과태료 20만 원을 부과할 예정입니다.
Jeju Province will also move to investigate self-employed taxi drivers to see if they also overcharged Happy Taxi cardholders based on their driving records. In 2021, roughly 75,000 seniors used the Happy Taxi service, which cost taxpayers 5.4 billion won. Mike Laidman, KCTV.
Art Space IA and Sanjicheon Gallery are holding art exhibitions that depicts Jeju's April 3rd incident titled A Sealed Scenery. Thank you for watching KCTV English News. Have a great evening.